Yeah, so the next big thing which we're reading in the paper is also this thing called big data and analytics. Extremely critical, because beyond the gut and the intuition, which has its own value, if we can calibrate, if we can dissect any which aspect of a candidature, including behavioral data, to the last nth degree of predictability, it is that much more helpful. Not just the demographics, also in terms of how do you calibrate an experience, how do you break it down in terms of domain. There is this very famous quote by none other than Albert Einstein. So it makes you almost think, what was he doing in the domain of human resources management, because he was an amazing scientist. And he had this amazing quote, which I'll quote here: not everything that counts can be counted, and not everything that can be counted counts. So which means there's a lot of data which you can analyze and beat it to death. In the end, it might just about give you a little bit of insight into how it sort of pans out. Having said that, there is a lot of information, all right, which cannot be extracted, which is critical. For instance, a sense of integrity. Forget integrity, it is critical, it's serious. Let me come to the more simpler thing. How do you detect laziness, an inherent sense of laziness in a candidate in a 30-minute interview? He is all swashbuckling, he's out to impress, he's well-groomed, is everything, and he orchestrates a very dynamic behavior in the interview because he wants a job. Put him on the job, 3 months down the line, the boss is talking to him, how come this deliverable is not done, this is not done, that's not done, all your reports come in beyond the deadline. The guy's not bright, he's just as lazy. He doesn't have the rigor and vitality of an organizational prowess which is going on to becoming a successful enterprise. And therefore, you sort of keep floundering. So analytics come in as a very huge, what it does is a couple of things. One, data, numbers always give a credibility and a stature to a concept, any which thing. I mean, numbers, that's the big importance and vitality of numbers. It gives a dimension. Number two, it provides unbelievable capacity to verify. Number three, because of the earlier two, it provides amazing transparency, completely open. And most important thing about data and analytics is it's there, it's measurable, it's scientific, and no matter how smart a person is, you really cannot fudge data. You can, but there are lie detectors and you could sort of get spotted. So therefore, it's super important for data and analytics to play a huge role. In fact, HR analytics is going to be the next big wave, because there is so much different dimension to a person, to an organization, to the ecosystem. It can be literally sort of broken down into elements to then figure out what is the various interlinkages between the data points to come about at some predictable trends, which is just another additional tool and a science over and above a gut feel, which has its own place. I mean, intuition has played a huge role all over the place, right? And there have been umpteen examples where there's a lot of data, but the gut doesn't say yes, or the feel is not good. Conversely, the feel is something, but the data doesn't support it. So it's got to be a very judicious blend and a mix of really imparting that knowledge.